Well, here we are at the end of 2025. It's been a year of shifting interest rates, cautious buyers, motivated sellers, and a market that kept everyone, including realtors, on their toes. If you're thinking about buying or selling in 2026, this is the video you absolutely need to watch because today I am breaking down what really happened in Ottawa in 2025 on the real estate side, what surprised us, what changed, and most importantly, what it all means for you before making a move in 2026. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of where the market stands, where it's heading, and how to position yourself for success, whether you're planning to buy, sell, or invest, or even just staying informed. So go grab a coffee, settle in, and let's get right into it. So let's start with the big overview. 2025 was a year defined by one word: adjustment. After the turbulence of previous years, price surges, rate hikes, uncertainty, Ottawa shifted into a more balanced and steady market. Here is what we saw. Number one, more stability in prices. Home prices didn't skyrocket, but they didn't crash either. Instead, we saw a slow, steady stabilization across most neighborhoods: Orleans, Barrhaven, Canada, Rockland, Embrun, everywhere. So sellers adjusted to realistic prices, buyers adjusted to higher interest rates, and what were the results? A calmer, more predictable market. Number two is a gradual increase in buyer confidence. As interest rates began to ease later in the year, we saw more buyers coming back. First-time buyers, upsizers, downsizers, people who had pressed pause in 2024 started feeling confident again. Number three is the inventory settled into a healthy range. No more extreme shortages, no more 20 offers in a weekend, and no more long, painful periods of very little buyer activity. 2025 gave us balance. This set the stage for what we expect moving into 2026. The second thing I want to talk about is interest rates and buyer behaviors. We can't talk about 2025 without talking about interest rates. The Bank of Canada made several strategic cuts, finally giving buyers some breathing room. And you could feel the shift almost instantly. More showings, more pre-approvals, more serious buyers, and less hesitation. But the real story wasn't just lower rates, it was buyer psychology. Buyers in 2025 were a little bit more thoughtful, they were more selective, they were more educated, and they were more financially cautious. They weren't rushing, they weren't overbidding, they wanted value, and they took the time to find it. This mindset is continuing into 2026. So sellers need to prepare accordingly. The other thing is the seller experience in 2025. Now let's talk about what was happening on the seller side. Sellers in 2025 had a very difficult experience compared to the wild years of the pandemic market. The first thing was proper preparation was non-negotiable. Homes that looked great, were priced strategically, and were marketed professionally, those ones, they sold. They often sold within days or weeks. Homes that were poorly prepared or overpriced, they just sat there. 2025 buyers made it very clear. Show me value and I'll move on. The second thing was pricing was the difference between success and frustration. This year was the year sellers truly learned that pricing isn't about what you want, it's about what the market will pay. The sellers who listened, adjusted, and leaned into that data, they won. The third thing was marketing quality became more important than ever. Professional staging, professional photography, targeted outline exposure, your competition was strong, and so was buyer scrutiny. These lessons absolutely will carry into 2026. So, what surprised us in 2025? Every year brings surprises, and 2025 was no exception. The first surprise, condos came back strong. After a slow period, Ottawa condos saw renewed interest, especially downtown and in Orleans. Affordability brought buyers back, and investors started reappearing as well. The second surprise, suburban townhomes remained rock solid. Areas like Canada, Barrhaven, Orleans, and even Rockland, these townhomes continued to be the workhorse of the market. The third surprise, rural properties became more popular again. Communities like Embrun, Russell, Limoges, Wendover saw steady activity, especially from buyers looking for space, affordability, and lifestyle. So, what do you need to know before making a move in 2026? Now, let's get into the part where most of you are here for. If you're planning to buy or sell in 2026, here are the must knows. Number one, preparation starts early. The best results happen for the sellers who begin preparing months ahead. You need time for staging, repairs, paint, market strategy, timing analysis. So make sure you do not wait until the last minute because it'll be too late. Number two is 2026 will reward realistic pricing, not emotional pricing, not I'll just give it a shot and see, not my neighbor sold for this 2 years ago. 2026 buyers are educated and a lot more selective. Correct pricing equals showings. Showings equal offers. Offers equals a smooth sale. Number three is buyers will expect move-in ready homes. This doesn't mean that you need to spend thousands on renovations, but it does mean your house needs to be clean. It has to have neutral paint colors. It must be decluttered. We talk about this all the time. It has to have updated light fixtures, great photos for the online marketing, and thoughtful presentation. If your home feels good the moment they walk in, they stay longer and they offer stronger. Number four is timing will matter more than ever. Winter, spring, late summer, or fall. Different seasons will bring different types of buyers. Your timing strategy could add or cost thousands of dollars. Number five, work with data, not noise. Ignore the headlines, ignore the fear, ignore the coffee shop market experts. Lean on local Ottawa data, current buyer behavior, inventory levels, competitive analysis, and professional advice. 2026 will be the year where the informed sellers and buyers will win. So, my advice for buyers in 2026 is that if you are planning on buying next year, here's what you should do right now. The first thing is get pre approved early on. Rates may continue adjusting. Knowing your numbers ahead of time is critical. The second thing is start watching neighborhood trends. Orleans might behave differently than Canada. Rockland might move differently than Barrhaven. Understand these micro markets. Number three is be ready to act. Good homes in good areas will still sell very fast. And now my advice for sellers in 2026. Here is the roadmap. Number one, bring the realtor early. Ask a few months early. Ask for what improvements will matter. Ask what doesn't. Don't guess. Get that professional advice early on. Number two is get a professional pricing strategy. Not a guess, not a gut feeling, not your neighbor's house, a plan. Number three, prepare your home like a product because that's how buyers will view it when they're shopping for homes. Number four is use high-end marketing. Your home deserves to be showcased properly. Those iPhone photos just don't cut it anymore. So there you have it, your complete 2025 year-end Ottawa real estate recap and everything you need to know before making a move in 2026. Whether you're thinking about selling, buying, upsizing, downsizing, or even investing, the key is simple. Don't wait, get informed, get prepared, and build your plan early. If you would like a personalized 2026 strategy for your home or your buying goals, just reach out. I'd be happy to help. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you found it helpful, feel free to share it, hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more straight talk on real estate. I will see you in the next video, but in the meantime, if you have any questions about 2026, make sure to give me a quick call, or you can always email me at jeanricher@jeanricher.com. Merci beaucoup et bonne journée.